What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna back to the odd ones out, conspiracy theories and crazy people. Let's get right into it.
Your entire 5 to 6 hour work shift with only one other person, and you didn't get to pick that peculiar partner you were spending your precious period with. So that meant I was stuck with some crazy characters. And one of those
Yeah, that's fucked up to all the co-workers out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, that's facts though. We don't get to choose who our co-workers are, and sometimes we may be only left with one co-worker in the entire day, and that shit sucks when it's understaffed, believe that. But at the same time, we still, we gotta fucking make that, we still gotta make shit work. We still gotta work together. We gotta make it a positive work environment. I know I said work hella times, but it's facts though. Like, we still, even though if we may have differences, we still gotta make that good environment so that we can get shit done and we can like really be positive at the end of the day.
characters was really into that new age snorting healing crystals kind of stuff. And he would specifically talk to me about it because I was the only other person there and all we could do for fun was watching bread rise. Since I was contractually obligated to stay, I would just listen to him ramble about how he thought the universe worked. He told me about chakras and how easy it was to open your third eye through LSD. He told me about scrying using black mirrors and that it's a
that's so trippy. He told about the LSD shit. Hey, if you know about psychedelics, then hey, you know about that shit. You know, there's a lot with them, especially with meditation and like if you go into ayahuasca, how it's used in ceremonies and stuff like that, and spiritual awakenings, and it really, to a lot of people, it gives them a lot of insights. It helps them understand themselves and the world better. It helps them to become, more comfortable in their own skin with like the ego death and shit like that. So I can see where people like that are coming from because, there are definitely a lot of counts of people who have done it and it's to them it's made their lives better. So I'm not here to like fucking say their shit is wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say that shit.
Common misconception that you can get stuck in the mirror, but that's just a myth. That doesn't actually happen. Which is a good thing, because getting stuck in a mirror is something I'm constantly worried about as an adult. Oh, and he told me that every illness is in your head and that hospitals can already cure anything, but they're not going to, because if they cure you, they're gonna lose a customer. So he's just—
Well, I'm sorry for pausing that shit, but that part was a fact where I feel like a lot of hospitals, they just keep you on these pills and shit so that they can just keep you coming back as a customer, you know what I'm saying? Instead of fixing the actual problem, they're gonna give you some sort of pill that fixes it temporarily instead of in the long term to help you actually really get better. So really they just want your money. But I don't believe that every fucking illness is in your head type shit. Like, I believe there are definitely illnesses that happen whether or not you believe in them or fucking not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely do believe that, but I do believe in some cases that there are a lot of problems that people have that if they were to just, reflect on themselves and really, take time to understand themselves better, then maybe most of their problems will go away. But there are definitely sicknesses, ailments, and shit like that that will happen whether or not you believe in it.
just gonna stick to his essential oils and non-vaccinated immune system, thank you very much. Listen, you can believe whatever you want to believe, as long as it's not hurting yourself or others, okay? But denying modern medicine? No! No! No, you can't do that! No! Since there were still 4 hours of the workday left and I didn't want to argue with him, I would just respond with, uh-huh. He didn't do crack or meth or any hard drugs that I know of that would alter his perception of reality. Even though he didn't trust hospitals or doctors, he really believed in the benefits of medical marijuana. If you're ever wondering what kind of person is making your sandwiches, yes, they did give this guy a license to touch your food. Whoa, dude.
You should see some of the people who work at like some restaurants. Like, let's say if you were to go to, I'm not even gonna name a restaurant, but if you were like, there's gonna be some places where you don't see the people in the back, and you never see the people in the back, but some of them are faded out of their fucking minds, bro. Some of them be going on break, smoking a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's like, especially with like the cooks and shit, the people who go on like the grills and shit like that, they really be they be getting faded, smoking, and then they be doing the same shit like that a normal regular worker would do, they'll be getting their shit done, they'll be doing it, and they'll be responsible with it. There's a difference between being responsible with it and just being fucking ignorant with it,
My sandwich tastes like colors. I learned something about myself that day, and that is, I'm obsessed with crazy people. Even though I didn't believe a word he said, I would still ask him questions just to get him talking. Wait, so you're telling me that everything in Naruto is real? Something about talking to him and hearing his perspective was fascinating. This human that I share a planet with exists. What is a crazy person? A crazy person is not someone who has a weird hobby or owns a pet snake. A crazy person is someone who, despite having an astronomical amount of evidence pointing to one idea, believes in the latter. I'm not a psychologist, and
You can't say in the background, that's Invader Zim. Oh, my bad for fucking hitting the shit, but that's Invader Zim right there. You know what the fuck I was saying? You ever watched Invader Zim? That show was the shit. That was like even though it was a kid's show, it had some really smart, deep, it had some deep commentary in it, because I'm not even gonna go into fucking explaining this shit, but it was funny as fuck, and it did, it had some cool little morals and lessons in that show. I'm so fucking happy that this made a little cameo in this bitch.
Of evidence pointing to one idea, believes in the latter. I'm not a psychologist, and maybe I should have consulted one before making this video, but I think crazy people have an unhealthy amount of unchecked distrust and paranoia. I don't know where to even begin talking to crazy people. Their worldview is just so much different than mine. A crazy person will think that someone who has no reason to is lying. NASA's lying about the moon landing. I don't trust NASA. Hospitals are lying about medicine. I don't trust doctors. The government's lying about, well, a lot of things. They're lizard people. Okay, that one might be true. Thankfully, I don't personally know any crazy people.
Hey, yo, there is definitely people out there who are too fucking paranoid, and they get, it really takes away from enjoying your life when you're constantly worrying about some shit that may not ever fucking happen. And most of the times they're just creating these shits in their head. Like, they fucking make imaginary enemies in their mind, and it takes so many, they really believe in that shit, bro. It takes over their fucking life. But I also understand the other point of view where people gotta stay on their toes and really watch out, because a lot of the bad shit that happens to people happens because they didn't really expect the shit to happen. It's just you're going through your day, normal, you're not really expecting anything, then blam, out of nowhere the fucking shit just happens. And I feel like that's where a lot of the paranoia comes from, because a lot of the bad things that do happen it happens out of nowhere, just everything could be going fine, then blam, everything just fucking goes shit,
People. Well, okay, some of my friends are into astrology, but they still get vaccinated, so you win some, you lose some. However, on the internet, there's an overwhelming abundance of crazy people. I'm guessing crazy people don't go outside because they think the government will target them with directed energy weapons or something. Yeah.
Hey, yo, do you know about that shit, bro?
Outside because they think the
Alex Jones
government will target them with directed
the frogs are gay. Yo,
energy weapons or something. Yeah,
I don't even want to stay on that screen. But you know where that was from? Alex Jones talking about the frogs are fucking gay. Alex Jones is such a fucking character. The way he talks when he gets angry, his whole head turns fucking red. The blood rushes there so fucking quickly. He told Eddie Bravo himself to choke him out on Joe Rogan's podcast. I'm like, what the fuck type of shit is that? I wouldn't want to willingly just let someone choke me the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? That's just some weird shit. Yo, but Alex Jones comes out with the craziest fucking conspiracies you'll ever hear. It's just you'll be just jaw-dropping shit. How the fuck are you how the fuck do you believe in this shit type shit? And I know I just said that twice, and I know a lot of people in the comments say that I say a lot of the words over and over again, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Crazy people stay inside wasting hours of their life behind computer screens. One of my guilty pleasures is that while I'm working, I will listen to crazy people talk for hours. It's weirdly my version of ASMR. I've tried listening to podcasts and audiobooks or anything that's good for my brain, but there's something so fascinating about listening to a 50-year-old genuinely tell you about his alien abduction. And it only has 300 views? This man was contacted by aliens, people! Why isn't he on the cover of Time magazine? YouTube will teach you everything you need to know about aliens. Did you know that aliens traveled millions of light years to build pyramids, stomp on our corn, and abduct a couple of crackpots? There's videos of people who will tell you in full confidence about the gray and praying mantis aliens living among us. I mean, the videos barely have any views, but they exist. Most of the views are from me. Okay, all of them. I don't understand how people think the moon landing was faked. There is so much evidence proving that the moon isn't even real. Wake up, sheeple! I gotta be honest.
Hey, he's speaking big facts. The fucking moon isn't real, bro. It's just a big block of cheese in the sky. You know what I'm saying? You know the blue cheese, bro. That's just what that shit is. It's not really a fucking moon. It's, it's food, bro. That's why they don't want us to really know about it, because they got infinite amounts of fucking food up in there, bro. The fuck am I saying? I don't even know what the fuck I'm even saying, bro. Like, I just spit so much bullshit in there. But if I said it with more confidence, somebody would have believed that shit. I know it. If I say, yeah, that's what I noticed about shit. If you say something with enough confidence, people will believe that shit. And if you get enough people to believe in that shit, then, you just created a fucking cult. You know what I'm saying? When you get enough people to believe in some shit that's like just fucking wild, I consider that shit a cult.
I don't think flat earthers are real. I think they're all just a bunch of trolls trying to get people like me to hate humanity. I'm no rocket scientist, but I know that our understanding of space and gravity is so beyond what shape the earth is. I'm amazed how much free information is available to people, but they still choose not to believe it. So I'm sorry, I just can't accept that flat earthers are real. I mean, I have nothing to back up this idea though. I guess it's just a crazy theory of mine. Wait, here's a lighthearted conspiracy for you. Some people think that the creators of the Sonic movie purposely made the design of Sonic bad in the first trailers as a marketing ploy. Everyone was outraged about the bad designs.
You guys remember when the fucking first design for Sonic came out? I mean, I didn't really like the Sonic movies even after when the shit came out. But when the trailers were out, yo, the fucking character looks so disgusting. I don't know why the fuck they chose to make it like that. Just please keep it fucking like how it was in the video game. Because the video game was perfect. Everybody liked that shit. Everybody remembers him looking that way. Why the fuck you trying to change it up? Why are you trying to fuck the shit up? Everybody thought that shit was ugly. I don't know what they were thinking. I hope that was some sort of marketing scheme to get more people to have like fucking eyeballs and more people to have attention on your fucking movie and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope so. I really do hope so.
And ended up talking about it, giving the movie free promotion. Meanwhile, the executives were planning to use the better designed Sonic all along. The evidence for this is, well, I'm talking about the Sonic movie right now, so I'm contributing to the theory that this was all for publicity. Another piece of evidence is, look at this. What is this? There's no way that any executive or anyone with 2 eyeballs would okay this ever. And honestly, I might have believed this conspiracy theory if this movie didn't exist. If it wasn't for the Cats movie, I would have thought Hollywood knew what they were doing too. But because it's current year and these types of things can still get past test screenings, I think sometimes Hollywood is just no good. I could be totally wrong though. If anyone watching worked on this movie and wants to be a whistleblower, let me know in the comments. Another rabbit hole I fell down was discovering a group of people called targeted individuals. Targeted individuals are a group of people that think the government is sending NSA agents to harass them. And this isn't just the American government, it turns out that every government in the world is harassing random citizens. They claim that they're being—
I heard about this shit. There's people really out there who think that the government is out to get them. They think that people are going through their trash. They think that people are taking pictures of them, thinking that they're standing outside their house late at night type shit. It's fucking insane. Like, they're creating imaginary enemies in their fucking head, and they believe that shit. They believe it with their whole fucking heart and soul, and they're just like, it's just destroying their lives. Like that's the only way I can really explain it. It's destroying their lives inside and out, because they can't really go out and do normal shit if the only thing they're thinking about is, oh, this fucking person trying to get me, this person trying to get me. Like, you're not really fucking living at that point. You're just surviving type shit, even though there is nothing to fucking worry about, you know? You're just creating the shit in your head.
Harassed because the government is trying to silence them for speaking the truth, when in reality, they're not speaking anything remotely true. A targeted individual will say things like, people keep following me. There's a white van that's been parked in front of my house for hours. The government's been using electromagnetic radiation to transmit sounds and thoughts into my head. And the whole time I'm watching these people, I'm thinking, yo, that sounds like schizophrenia, my dude. I don't know your life. Maybe you just got out of a really bad cult and you do have stalkers following you. Okay, yes, that happens. But it's not the government. One targeted individual I saw said that the government attacked them with a directed energy weapon and that they've been having migraines and coughing up blood. And I'm just flabbergasted that someone actually believes this. How do you tell them Yo, the government's not harassing you. You probably have something going on in your digestive system. You need to see a doctor and a psychiatrist.
Yeah, homie, if you're coughing up blood, that sounds like a ruptured fucking intestine. That sounds like some shit. You gotta go check that out with the doctor, bro. That's more than some shit that's going on in your head, bro. Like, how would you even tell somebody that, though? Like, how, if they're so far gone like that, how the fuck would you even begin to explain to them that there is nobody fucking after you and you're just probably really fucked up and sick right now and you need to get your ass to the fucking ER or else you're probably gonna fucking die, bro? That's really what I gotta say. Like, you gotta check that shit up, because ain't no way coughing up blood can be healthy for you, bro. Ain't no fucking way, ain't no scenario that's just good.
And it's easy to point and laugh and make fun of these people, but after hearing their stories, I just feel bad for them. They are going through some major mental stuff, and I think they just need a friend to talk to. Most conspiracies can be disproven with a little bit of research, so it's important to think critically and not immediately believe everything you hear online. And if there's not enough data to make a judgment, then it's okay to say, I don't know, or I need to look into this further before making a conclusion. Viral misinformation punishes everybody, so it's important to do research, tests, and evaluations to form a concrete judgment before you hit that retweet button. There is one conspiracy theory, I believe, and that is that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill... Are there any conspiracies?
Yo, that hits so much harder with all the shit that's coming out with fucking Epstein in his list right now. That show, fuck, why did, yo, that's fucking wild. Wow, yo, like every time I watch The Odd Ones Out, I always be thinking it's like some sort of kid shit, but then I gotta realize it's not really directed. I mean, like a lot of the designs are kid shit, but like the jokes he's saying, it's out there, bro. That was fucking wild. That was some wild shit, bro. Especially with everything that's going on now. What the fuck, bro? Yo. But I like the way that he tells his stories. The Odd Ones Out, like, he has just such a way of being able to be entertaining while telling you a coherent story, and he's telling you about his opinions on things, and he's really trying to get his message out there, but he's also doing it in a way where he's not trying to shut anybody down. It's like kind of like a open-minded type shit where he's like, he's not really trying to tell everybody how to live. He's just trying to explain his beliefs and thoughts on things, and I think that's a fucking great thing to go about it. And if you guys like the original video, please go show support to the original creator, and if you like the reaction, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hope you have a good day. Stay safe.